What's up, YouTube? This is King Monyay checking in with YouTube. I was sitting here charging up my ankle monitor. For those that follow the channel, you know that I'm on this GPS monitor. So I have to charge up my ankle twice a day for an hour each. So I'm sitting here charging up. I'm looking on my cell phone and I'm getting the feeds. And I see a local story that just blew my mind. This local story, it was not local here, but it's a story in California, out in Culver City. There was an armed gunman wearing an ankle monitor who was arrested for committing a robbery. That he robbed what was it, T-Mobile or Boost Mobile store. So several things is wrong with this damn picture. First thing first, he's wearing an ankle monitor, which means the police know your location at all times. Second thing, he's already on parole for robbery. You're on parole for robbery, you get out, and you're doing another damn robbery. Third, he has a gun. He's armed and trying to do so. It's an armed robbery. I just find a lot of things disturbing with this story, and I know how politicians tend to use incidents like this to work against releasing inmates, to say that, look, if we release them, they come out here, they commit crimes. They don't learn a lesson. We need to be harsh on crime. And it's incidents like this individual who works against the progress that so many is trying to work towards, right? So this person obviously got out of prison and is still involved in that lifestyle, right? Still involved with crime, and is making it harder for those who are in prison to get out and have the same opportunity that he has. And I get it. So I'm not detached from reality. I get the mentality of a man who thinks he needs to hit a lick. He needs to a quick come up. He do this, all this with it. It's the only thing he knows, he feels comfortable with. It is not, in my opinion, it's not an excuse. It is not good enough, man. It's not. There's other options, damn it. You know, there's other options, and ultimately, his actions is more than just about his actions. His actions is, like I say, working against the progress that so many have made to pass laws like Prop 57 or Prop 46 or SB, all these other, I don't know them all. I'm no real politician as far as I don't write these laws and know them by the back of my hand, but I know the ones that personally had affected me. And I had got some relief off of them. So I'm sitting here and I'm reading this story, and I just said, you know what? The first thing first, the man, he goes in the store and he steals, he robs and puts everybody down at gunpoint, and he leaves with approximately $500. As he's leaving the crime scene, he drops his keys, some type of keys. The surveillance catches the fact that he dropped his keys. The officers grab the keys and they search the area. They find a car that the keys and cars match. They search inside the car. Inside the car, they find the man's clothing that he wore from the robbery. The way the victims had described how he was dressed, those clothing were left in the car. So now they just piecing together the crime scene, right? I don't know exactly how they caught him, but I know when they caught him, he had the money on him and stuff like that. But it's these type of situations, man, that I'm against. For one, I'm against. I feel this other ways, and it's pure stupidity. And on top of that, it was a black man. Don't you hate when something happened in the news? A crime happened in the area, don't we all say, man, I hope it ain't a black. I hope it ain't a nigga. And then when it is, we say, damn. You know, so I'm at that point where I'm saying, damn, man, you know, like, this is not a bashing. I'm not bashing the black community, and I'm not going to bash uh, him and his thinking. I don't know if he's on drugs. Sounds like something like that. When you're on drugs, you're not thinking right. It sounds like whatever it wasn't dealing with reality to know that, you know what, it's not smart to be trying to commit a robbery when you have a GPS on your ankle and you're on parole. Unless you don't understand the severity of your actions, you're not in touch with you're not in touch with what reality is, man, which means you're delusional. Either there's mental health issues there or you're on drugs. Either way it goes, cause you're out committing crime. And that blew my mind. That blew my mind, because I know that politicians use incidences like this to scare the community, to make the community think that when we do these early prisoner releases, these are violent prisoners that's going to get out of prison and come into a neighborhood near you. They're going to commit a crime. They're going to steal your money. They're going to rape your women, and they're going to, you know, and so it is a big disgrace when that actually does happen, when people do get out and they still do that stuff, because there is a high percentage of people who are incarcerated who will get out and do the right thing. I'll speak on this for this is fact. Those who have life in prison, there's some lifers, mainly the lifers, they have the highest success rate. If they were to ever get out, those who have been incarcerated and sentenced to life, once they get out, they have maybe like a 1% chance that they go back. They don't go back. They ain't fucking around. And then there's statistics that show that those who've been incarcerated for less than 4 years are likely to go back within 3 years. So they have all this data, all this information where they can predict the likelihood of you returning to incarceration. And they even got it down to a science where they predict how you're going to go back, whether it's a property crime, whether it's going to be a violent crime, or whether you're going to be a drug offender. And so they have all this data. They even done it on me. And they predict, they say, well, you're likely to be back in 3 years for a drug possession. That's what they predicted, you know, on me. But I say, if you have all this information, all this sophisticated data where you can predict the likelihood of a crime being committed, you can use that same data to prevent the crime from happening. You can use that same, if that was genuinely your intention, your motive. Because if you have this information that say, I know he's going to do this, he's going to do that, well, damn it, you can use that information to stop it from happening. I'm not blaming nobody right now. I'm not blaming them for this man's action. I'm just throwing that in there as a side note. But back to the dummy who was on an ankle monitor, who did a robbery, and now is sitting up somewhere in Los Angeles County Jail. There's no reason for that. It was foolish. And what you're doing is you're tearing down something that we're working hard to build. Okay, we got a lot of people that's going to get out and do the right thing, that's going to speak up and speak the truth, and people that's going to be good examples to the community. So for those, this is an isolated incident. That this was somebody, he did what he did. That don't reflect the whole. There's always going to be somebody who think they can get away, or somebody who's desperate, whatever that is. I don't shame them because I don't know their pain and I don't know what they're going through. But I do say this, that shit ain't right. And you know what I'm saying, that it ain't right. And maybe, no, not maybe, they definitely do need some help. They definitely, what type of help, I don't know, but you got to really have an interest in helping them. You know? And so that's what I was doing right there, just charging this thing up. It don't be working sometimes. It seems like it don't be working. But I'm King Monyay, man. I'm just checking in right now. Why don't y'all hit me in the comment page, the comment section, and just tell me what you think about this senseless armed robbery that was committed today, and this man who's going to be going back to prison if convicted, if convicted, because it don't make sense. And I got to catch myself because I'm already accusing the man like he did it, right? Because we got to watch out for that, because sometimes we fall into the narrative. But the picture they painted, based upon the information I have received, that's what I'm speaking on. But I don't know the situation. I don't know if it's a setup. I don't know, and I would pray and hope that this didn't happen, that nobody is that foolish to be on an ankle monitor and go commit a robbery. I would pray and hope that there's some type of other explanation, not out of being naive, but because I do believe that nobody's that damn dumb. You know what I'm saying? I just, but I could be wrong. But y'all tell me what you think, man. I'm King Monyay. I'm checking in. Y'all be good. All right.